It is Saturday, May 1st, and we have just completed the latest of the New Hampshire debates, actually the first real debate that has been televised. And I'm standing here with John Burt of New Hampshire Politics, who has put this all on and gotten you had a whole room full of people here. Interesting to see how the different senatorial candidates
I did.
behaved. Kelly Ayotte, Jim Bender, Bill Binney, and Ovid LaMontagne. My question is, since Charlie Sherman did a lot of the questioning and you sort of opened and closed the show, what did you think of the performance of the different candidates, and what did you think of the reaction of the crowd?
I think the crowd was extremely gracious, and I think they learned a lot. And to correct at the beginning, the show is New Hampshire Politics with John Burt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to make sure John Burt.
Oh, absolutely. We have to have that right.
Correct, yeah. I think the candidates did excellent. I really thank Charlie Sherman. And what I was after today, because it is early, and it's been commented by WMUR that they want the last debate, and I had the first debate.
And that was duly noted in John DeStazo's column.
It was. And I appreciate WMUR commented on that, because what I felt is I don't want to be last. I want to be first, because that's America. And what I was after with the candidates was to get people to watch them, to like them, and to rally around them. That's what I was really after. That's why some of the questions, were tailored to them to get their message out.
So you had a hand in writing the questions?
I did.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So were you surprised at any point by any of the candidates?
Well, the humor was great. I think that was great. I was very impressed and happy that there was no mudslinging, because that's why I had that rule. I put that rule in there about, if they did any mudslinging, they'd be out of here. Because, once again, I was really after the public to view the candidates in a good light and to hopefully rally and support them. Because, like I said, I just live in a small house. I'm just a grassroots kind of guy, and I think that's how this campaign is going to run, is by grassroots. I think the big GOP parties and stuff, a lot of people aren't happy with them.
Absolutely. I know in the new media community here, people are not interested in supporting somebody just because they have an R next to their name. They want a real candidate.
Absolutely.
But I do have to ask you, where we see Bill Binney spending just a ton of ad money already to get the name recognition,
yeah.
Do you feel that we may be moving more towards all the other states into a mass market type of deal, and where you may lose that grassroots, the retail politics here in New Hampshire?
I almost want to say no to that, because bottom line, you have to have money to win. It's one of those evils. If you don't have it, and you have to look where the candidates come from. For example, Bill Binney, like he explained, his parents were immigrants. They worked 2 jobs. From what I'm gathering, they were poor in church mice, just like I was when I was a child. So if you look at that, that's new money. And I don't have a problem with people spending new money. It's the old money that I don't like, when they come in and they think they can just take over. But I think money has to be a part of it. And I still think grassroots is going to be a foundation to get these people in, because what grassroots is going to do is bring some money into the mix, but it's also going to bring the neighbors down this street, down that street, and it's going to bring the voters, and that's what we need.
Yeah, there's no doubt that money has to play a role,
Yes.
and I certainly have no problem. If somebody has money and they want to spend it on themselves, then why not? They've earned it. They
Yes.
deserve to spend it on themselves.
Yes.
My concern is moving away. I deal with folks all over the country, and when I tell them stories about New Hampshire politics and
Yes.
how it has operated over the decades,
Yes.
where there is that old joke of, well, what do you think of this guy? And, well, I don't know. I've only met him 3 times so far.
Yes.
I just feel a little scared that we may lose that. And obviously everybody has to play to their strengths.
Yes. I think New Hampshire is going to lose some of its innocence, because money has to be there. And, like it or not, it's coming.
Money is the mother's milk of politics, because you've got to get that message out.
It is. And when you have no name recognition, like Kelly Ayotte is a great, name out there, and she's a great candidate. So when you have another candidate that doesn't have the name, they got to spend the money.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you put this on, and I want to say thank you very much for allowing Granite Rock to come and take advantage of the opportunity and live blog the event. And hopefully, if you decide to do something similar, we may be able to come back.
You are always welcome back, and there are more events planned. They're in the planning stages. So, once again, I do want you here because I think you provided a great service.
Oh, very good. And I will not put you on the spot to say which one of those 4 candidates is your favorite right now. I'll save that for another time.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And thank you. This is Granite Rock talking with John Burt.
Thank you.